Cooper and I are ready to go. We're gonna go to doggy daycare and we're going to go to work. Come with us to work today. Ready? You ready? Yes, we're ready to go. You ready to go doggy daycare? Are you excited? Are you excited? Let's look at the kitties. Come here. Chica. Those are Kit Kat friends. Dropped off Cooper at doggy daycare, and now I am headed to get some coffee or some caffeine, whether that be tea or coffee.
That because I came from some angry places,
got
you know,
the matcha
in my family history, so
and the bacon gouda.
That would
Let's go to work.
me. But I think it's a great.
I am a bag lady. Got my purse, vintage Coach with a nice cute scarf found at the Goodwill bins. Got the Van Gogh skeleton smoking a cigarette from the Van Gogh exhibit in Vegas. I sound so well traveled. And then this got last year for Christmas. It is my tried and true leather bag. I think it's the Portland company. Is it? Yeah, I think so. It's wonderful. It's all leather. I think it's American made. I love it so much. So cute. Water in Bessa Stanley cup, my sister-in-law. And matcha lavender, iced lavender latte from Starbucks. It's been better before. So let's get started with work. All right, so we are getting ready for By the Way, Meet Vera Stark, which is a show set in the 1930s in the first act, and in second act, it's set in the 70s, hence all the fun 70s stuff, and then it goes even into the early 2000s. But I'm gonna work today on this bar. This is going to be like marbleized look, and then this is actually fabric, but it is our 1930s bar in the first act. And then this stencil, it's just wood, but I'm gonna use it as a stencil, was cut out on our laser cutter. And I'm going to work on doing a under the chair rail type situation on all of that today. I texturized the walls the other day outside. And then these are also for the first act. We got these for $30 each. I'm gonna make, this is just the base color on the wood, painting it to be more period appropriate, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of kind of whites and stuff to this. These are for the second act, for the 70s talk show situation. I'm gonna work on those as well. And yeah, so that's what we got to do today. Let's get started. I'm just gonna paint a layer of this white paint on these guys pretty thick to try to get rid of some of the last little bits of bumps and stuff. Picking up Cooper. Got Cooper. Finished my matcha from Starbucks, so now that I'm home dropping off Cooper, I'm going to make another one at home. It's matcha. It's matcha, baby. It's not Cooper's. Tastes pretty good. A little sweeter than I probably would have liked it, but pretty good. So I didn't record through this, but I just had to post a video on this sandwich. Was so good, and it was so aesthetically pleasing. So here it is. And then here's Cooper taking a little resty rest because she had a full day at doggy daycare. And this is me kind of speed painting through a stair unit that we're going to use in the show. It's double-sided on stairs on the back and the front, so that the front side for Act 1 looks like marble staircase, and then the back side for Act 2 looks like 1970s carpet and for a talk show. And that is me erasing what I had just done because I didn't like it and I wanted to start over. Lee is in the background. She was our master carpenter and designer for this show. She did fantastic, and yeah, I don't know what we're looking for something, and we couldn't find it. I ended up kind of doing more of like base, starting in layers and stuff. But sometimes that happens. You get going and then you think, nope, I'm gonna erase it and do it again. That's the day. About to turn off lights. They're rehearsing in the other space where I was working earlier today. But thanks for joining me, and I'll see if I had anything else, but I think that's probably everything for today. Thanks for coming to work. Goodbye. So adding this to the day in the life of work, but I have to do a couple more things on our laser cutter for our show this week. We load in tomorrow, or we load the truck tomorrow. This thing took like, I'll show you, almost 3 hours. And I've got to do another pass around the edges so that it can actually be cut out. The laser cutter is very fun, but it is also like, you just have, every single time you do it, you have to make sure that those settings are right. So yeah, so come with me while I do that, and I'll add this to the end of my day in the life. So this is what it etched all the inside, and it's cutting around the outside. That's the camera view. I have to just do this right here, this outside line. I have to just do that, cut again. So I'm gonna send that over and we're gonna get that to do. So I just sent the file over. I just framed it to make sure it's all in the right spot, and now we're going to cut it out again. And right now, it is just doing a pass on recutting out the shape all around the edges. Okay, we're good to go. Gotta move the laser out of the way. And on this guy, just kind of check in, and it's loose, more loose in some areas. That's okay, I probably can get it all out. So you can kind of see, like, in some areas it didn't fully go through, so I can use a sander or I can just use this little tool just to kind of get it all. But the middle piece came out already, and all of this obviously is all good. So just gonna get the last little bits. And there we go, got that all cut out. And that is gonna go like on the edge of this here as like a decorative piece above an archway over the stair unit. So yeah, there's gonna be 2 of them. And so this is also another piece that I was working on that day. This is the voice of future Lenny, but it is a round window unit that's going to hang from our fly rail system. And so I really wanted it to be wood, and after discovering that I could just wet thinner pieces of Luan and wrap the sides, I have now made it my life goal to make as many curves as possible. So this is a jump a little bit a few days into the future. We are actually painting the stage that we normally do our shows on a fresh coat of paint so that it would be nice and ready for the show. And this is the load-in day, getting ready for the show. So much for just one day of work. This is a few days of work, but we are getting things hung on the fly system. We had a wall go up, which is what you're looking at right now. It is used in the first act, but then not in the second act. So it is on our fly system, so it can be used. And then this is the window unit from earlier that I was working on. And this set right here is most of Act 1. That is unit attached to a radio so that it can be a scene in what we call the well, which is like a step down space in our kind of like in the round theater. And then you can kind of see in this last clip that I just did, but there is a curve on the steps, which is really cool. But I didn't have any more videos. These are the images from the show itself, and you can again see the curve in the what we call our thrust, and that was first act, and then this is the second act. So thanks for watching, and I promise I'll see you again real soon.